come from Yorkton, Saskatchewan, and I worked for Saskatchewan Health Authority for 6 years. I ended up quitting my job with Saskatchewan Health Authority because of the atrocities that I've seen them cause to one of the most vulnerable populations of Canada. I have a lot to say, and there's lots of positive to say about all the love and unity here in Ottawa, but my story is sad. Thank you. At the facility that I worked at, they were testing our residents once a week. This was when we were not allowed visitors. We had people who were denied the right to refuse. I had a coworker ask me, "I'm going to go do this swab on this lady. Will you come help me?" I said, "Absolutely not, because I know she's going to refuse and I don't think you should do it." She went and did it anyways. I heard that lady scream from down the hall, "No, no, what are you doing? Stop!" These people shouldn't have to go through that. That lady has dementia. She doesn't understand anything that's happening. I also had another resident who was refusing the swab, and he's mad and he's shaking his finger in their face, and he's like, "No, I don't want that shoved up my nose. If you want it up your nose, you shove it up yours." And I heard my coworker say to them, "Don't you want to see your family? How dare you coerce these people to be able to see their loved ones? How low can that be that you would deny them that?" I looked, because I cannot walk by while that is happening, and I said, "He said no, and that is his right. He has the right to refuse." And I'm letting you know right now, me standing up for that resident's right got me written up for insubordinance. I was hauled into the office to have a meeting with SHA, and in my mind, Saskatchewan Health Authority can never undo what they did, and I find them to be quite despicable. When I brought up the Nuremberg Code and I brought up the Charter of Rights, they ignored me. They wouldn't even answer me when I said, "Well, you're violating this right, you're violating that right. What about, informed consent? These people don't have informed consent." They sloughed it off. I was hauled out of the meeting because I said, "You told these people 90% of them had to be vaccinated before they'd be able to see their loved ones again." They didn't have a choice. I had a resident, God bless her soul, she did not want the vaccine. She was against it. When I was off for a few days, I came back to find out she had gotten the vaccine. As I was taking her to the smoke room, I said to her, "I hear you got the vaccine, and to me that was a little weird. You were quite against it." And she looked at me and she's like, "But if I didn't get it, I wouldn't be able to see my family. I didn't have a choice." I will continue to be the voice for these people so that what happened to them is never going to happen again, and people will not forget the acts that were taken out on them. I've had people tell me, "I'm okay being a guinea pig. I'm okay being a guinea pig, but I'm not okay with that for you. I'm okay with you having the choice, but not to be forced into doing it." When I mentioned to SHA about my resident who was against the vaccine, they said to me, "You can't be having those conversations with your residents." I said, I am their family. I am the ones caring for them." And they said to me, "I can't control what they say to me." They said to me, "Yes, you can." No, I can't. I can hug and I can hold them as they sit there and they cry at me, "This isn't a jail. You can't stop me from seeing my family. But I would never choose that for you. I would never deny you that. What? I'm sorry you have to take it out on me, but I will be there to take your tears, and I will hold them, and I will fight for you, and I will let people know what happened to you." When I mentioned to SHA about the rights, they told me that I do not have the right to tell my residents their rights. If I don't have the right to tell them what their rights are, what am I here for? I am here to protect. I am here to ensure that they are not being abused, and that is exactly what I am seeing happen. Walking away from my job was the hardest decision I ever made, and it was not my decision. My decision was forced upon me, because if I didn't walk away, I don't know if I would be here today. Thank you. I watched my residents change. I watched my residents just deplete greatly. You know, everybody is free to make their own choice. My observation was in the care home after everybody got their third vaccination, in 9 days we lost 5 people. That is more than we lost in months before that. Not only that, I was watching my residents just go downhill and die. I had a man look at me and he's like suffering, and he says to me, "Am I dead yet?" And I just looked at him and I said, "No, honey, but if you want to go, you go. There's no more pain. There's no more suffering. Go if you need to go." He died 2 days later. Thank you so much. I just had to get out the stories that I have seen, the pain that I witnessed these vulnerable people suffer. I just want everyone to know so that they can help fight. Nobody knew how bad it was in the nursing homes because people weren't speaking out. And I've been speaking out, and I will continue to speak out until the world knows what happened in those homes. Thank you so much. There's so much love. I love you all for being here and uniting Canada once again. Thank you.